5:40.
What? We are.
We're back.
Yeah.
Well, I hope folks like that.
Thumbs
So
up.
thumbs up or thumbs down. Put some thumbs up or thumbs down if you liked it.
Yeah, give us a reply.
Yeah, put all your. We'd love to hear back from folks, like what you thought about it. What was your favorite part? Any questions? We're taking questions as well. Would appreciate any questions.
Tell us what you thought.
And that's a little piece of us from the hood. And maybe if we start introducing ourselves. My name is Nat. Born and raised on the East Side. I love all things East Side, from Kingsway to Hastings, and I grew up appreciating Smokey's artwork, and I really thought that his story needed to be told, and we, I don't think Smokey needs to introduce himself, but you want to say something?
My name's Smokey, and I just like to say I hope you all enjoyed it, and it's kind of like how we live down here, and just how we like to see people every day and wish the best for everybody. And to be honest with you, the only thing they're getting any better. Like for myself, they are, but not for the whole community as a whole, right? Things aren't looking too good these days, right? Just getting worse and worse. Like and the new police force and that, they don't help. So we don't know what to do. We're shutting down the new ops that they had at Bramble there.
The Yaletown ops, that's getting shut down.
That down. So it's getting harder and then instead of better. They're trying to say that the Stuart Kennedy there, he shouldn't have made so many things legal and so forth. So I don't really have the answers I wish I could give you about safe supply and stuff. They say they might pull the whole thing. So what do you think, Ashley?
Yeah. Smokey. Introduce yourself first.
Oh yeah, sure. My name is Trey Helton, and I work at Overdose Prevention Society, but the reason I'm here today is because I also do street art and advocate for more street artists like Smokey to get opportunities because it's important. Smokey does a lot of community service that people don't realize. Like his messages on the wall are more than just graffiti and more than just defacement of public property. They're
positive messages.
They're positive messages and information to the have-nots. So it's a really important thing. And I think Smokey should be nominated for sainthood.
I never preach to people not to do drugs. I always tell them to just be careful when they're doing it. You know what I mean? Which is a big difference than don't do it. Blah blah blah. It's not who wants to hear that? I mean, if that's your prerogative, then that's what you should do, right? But I mean, at the same time, just be careful and know your limit when you're doing it, right? You can always do less and add more later, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And do it in a safe environment where there's people with you and stuff like that, right?
Don't use alone.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah.
Big time, and it's a true fact, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a lot. With me, graffiti is always like you can do the same letters all the time, and you only go so far with it, right? But this way, you can always put on different messages and try and do things that further make people interested in things, right? Actually, Smokey, and you and I met where we met at
Ops. Yeah, I went to volunteer at Ops.
Well, tell me you did 15 years in Africa.
Right. Yeah. So when I was like 19 or 20, I left the hood. I just needed to get out of Dodge, and I ended up living in Kenya, East Africa, for like 14, 15 years.
Yeah, met his wife there.
I met my wife there, and we have a family. I've got a 4-year-old and another baby on the way.
Garbage trucks.
Yeah, he loves garbage trucks. And even when I was away, you know, I was losing. I'm just constantly hearing about homies that were dropping.
Yeah.
And it was really shitty. And so when I came back to Canada, I learned about Ashtray managing ops, and I went to volunteer. And I'm sitting. It was the very first like volunteer orientation that I was having at ops. And Smokey walks in, and I didn't know who it was. But then Trey said, "Oh, I don't know if you know who Smokey is, but you know, this is Smokey Devil."
Yeah.
And you know, I had been seeing since I came back. I'd been seeing his productions, and he was really the only one that I could see that was talking about overdose and toxic drugs. And I was like, wow, you know, because I started doing graffiti when I was like 13 years old, and I'd see Smokey's artwork in the alleys, and I was just really drawn to it because it was just super real. You know, really talented drawings. Back then there wasn't a lot of people doing characters either.
No.
And so the characters, and you'd see them in the alley, and they're just super real.
I'm always in the characters that.
Yeah. And then so coming back and seeing that he's still painting like 25 years later, I was just completely blown away. And then so he walks into ops, and I was like, "You're my hero," you know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, let's grab lunch, and I was like, man, we got to do a story. And then COVID hit, and COVID, you know, my wife was so scared. I was like kind of laying low for a bit. And then Ashley was like, man, you really got to get started. So we went out, and the very first night is one of my favorite scenes in the documentary. And we go painting, and I wasn't asking him any questions. I was just filming, just like kind of in awe that this guy's just painting, doing whatever he wants. You know, most graffiti writers, they're painting at like 3, 4 in the morning, very secretly, and this guy's just like doing what he wants to do. And then the cops roll up, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Smokey, good to see you, buddy." You know, like being all buddy, which you don't see that in the graffiti world. You don't see cops being like, "Hey, good to see you. Like, I know where to find you if I need you." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And you know, Smokey's like, "Oh, you know, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out." So you know, that was just super fun. And then I followed him around for over 2 years with the camera. And you know, so we've spent a lot of time together, and I think in those 2 years or whatever, you know, we became really good buddies, really good friends, you know, and like
even trust very much, man.
Same here. Yeah. And he's such a one of the most generous people that I've ever met. You know, when you're Smokey's friend, like he'll let you know it, you know, and it's not like I can just be like, "Oh, the documentary's over. Peace out, Smokey." You know, like
see you around, man.
No, yeah. So that's been really awesome to connect with him.
I see here it says, "I know Smokey has the art class in Carnegie." Yeah, we're gonna try and get that together. We're gonna try and keep that going because this week is the last one, maybe, and then this week a pre-long, like extended. Because I've been doing it for a while now, but it's getting bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah, the art class has been doing really well, but and they're talking about doing like a graffiti mentorship program.
That'd be great.
Which would be that is kind of Smokey's dream, actually. Like he's talked a lot about that, and so but the legal wall, British Columbia's first legal wall, which is. The ad,
Cool Line, is it?
Clean Lines.
Clean Lines.
Yeah, so that's at in the alley behind in between Canby and Abbott.
Yeah.
And
maybe
that's
where that land back wall is.
Yeah, up that alley behind the Pint. Yeah. And so you know, that wall was supposed to be like for young people to come and learn how to paint there.
It still is.
Yeah, it is. But the problem is like a lot of kids don't want to go paint there because there's a lot of open drug use and like.
And then I told, and then when we was at that spot in the very beginning, I told I told the ladies that were from City Hall or whatever. I said I appreciate very much that you. I'm very thankful that you gave us this location, but at the same time, it's not what I was thinking because, for one, it's in a drug oriented. It's in a drug area where there's a lot of people doing drugs everywhere, and the average kid from the suburbs didn't want to see that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want my kids going around that either, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, there's people that live right there, and guys doing graffiti on the walls and stuff. It's just not what I really was hoping to achieve with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it turned out okay. I mean, the whole thing is covered now in graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what we're going to do is, now Mannix has now opened another wall. What it did is it opened up it opened the door. It opened the door for us to get other walls going, like legal walls.
Yeah.
Now there's the legal wall, the skate park at Britannia.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's going to be some more going on. So one of these days I'll get the one I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, at least it's a foot in the door and it's going on, right? But so now, on the 5th and 6th, is it, or 4th and 5th?
So on the 5th and 6th,
Yeah.
I think I can post. Can I post pictures in the chat? I'm not sure, or I can post a link to it. There is a graffiti jam happening on August 5th and 6th called Clean Lines, and if you go on Instagram, it's Clean Lines. And that's going to be a lot of the big time graph guys, Ditos.
Guys are flying in even for it.
Yeah. Smokey, Girl 23, and Copy
are judge it.
They're all the judges.
Yeah. And we might, if we're lucky, we're gonna have like DJs and stuff at this event on the second day with we're gonna have like popping lock guys and that, like all break dancing and everything at the top. With DJs like just playing like live, like, so it should be pretty good. We're gonna get that going, So So I'm hoping to go to art school this summer coming up, or this we call it spring. No, not spring now.
What's that?
This year coming up, I'm hoping to go to art school.
Yeah.
If I can.
We're trying to get Smokey into art school, and I told him if you get into art school, we're gonna do a second documentary called Smokey Goes to School or something like that, right?
Kind of like Ernest. But,
there is a question that we haven't gotten to.
Sorry, Nash is actually doing another show next door right now.
We're at the radio station,
right,
yeah.
and
And he's on. If you go on Co-op Radio right now, Trey is on Co-op Radio.
Yeah.
Talking about what we're doing here right now.
That's coming up from Victoria as well. Wow, what's that?
Huh?
Look at that. It puts me in legal wall. There are 2 graph jams coming up from Victoria.
Oh, cool.
Wow, that's really cool, man. Thanks for telling us about that.
A Holden
I'd
Memorial.
really like to go to that. Do you know what the dates are for that, by any chance? If you could put,
Yeah, we should go to that.
Yeah, if you could
That'd
put
be
that
dope.
up for us, man, that'd be great.
Someone's asking, Smokes, Donald Govro, Smokey, so much respect for you and your work. Are you compensated for any of your work? You are an artist in the truest sense, and I hope you can generate a living from your work and passion. Do you want to talk a little bit about?
Well, to be honest with you, I make a tiny bit of money, but most of it I pay myself. I pay for a lot of the painting and all that myself. Like, I mean, it gets a little much after a while, but I don't care. I just like I paint on the walls and that with my own money, basically, eh? And whatever, at least it gets out there. And I think also, like, I don't like when people pay me to do things on the wall, because then it's like it just takes the whole trip away from me. Like, I mean, when people have to do like a memorial painting or a person that's missing or something, I don't want to get paid for that. I just want to do that because I want to get that out there, right?
Yeah, it's true. Smokey you've got a huge moral compass in terms of what you can make money on and what you can't make money on.
If the government pays me to do something, sure, that's okay.
Yeah.
But if it's someone that's passed away or something, I don't accept money for that. Ashtray, and I've never accepted money for that.
Yeah.
And so forth. We just say,
thank you. It's expensive though. Like, good cans of paint are like $8-9.
And they're putting less in the cans now.
Yeah.
I'm convinced. I'm convinced they're
Mm.
squeezing less paint in there and charging more.
Yeah.
But Smokey is always open for commissions and stuff like that. I try to get him to paint more canvases and stuff because even when he does paint a canvas, it doesn't even last that long. Last that long, right?
The thing that what I would think with canvases is that like if I was like Frost, I don't want to say his whole name.
Foster? No, joke.
He said it, not me. Anyway, he puts his out for like $40-$50 each on the street every night, right? For certain reasons, just to like, eat dinner or whatever.
Eat dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what I mean.
Hungry boy.
So he's really hungry. So anyways, he puts out these paintings and gets like warehouses them for nothing, right?
Mm.
So I mean, you can't do that. That's why when I do canvases, I do them very rarely,
Mm-hmm.
so that they're worth more. You know,
Mhm.
if I do get one to sell them, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just pump them out like that. Like now, I need the same thing over and over, and everybody will have the same painting. It's like,
Okay. Let's talk. Let's ask this. Someone asked a question here. What do you think about Smokey? What do you think about?
110 was in the movie.
Oh yeah, someone was asking about 110. Did 110 write?
No, he never
Yeah,
did.
he did.
He did?
He wrote Perv.
Oh.
He wrote Perv.
Oh my God.
He was a writer. He wrote PERV.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually. I'm thank God.
Did you see
I've
the
seen
Cougar Memorial?
Cooters died. That's
Yeah.
terrible, man.
Yeah.
No Coots died, man.
Yeah, Sugar did a memorial beside
Yes,
Ryan
yeah.
Venom.
Yeah.
Word up to Sugar, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, I can't believe that Cooter died. That's awful. That's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good. It's good,
Yeah.
man. He's a harmless guy, man.
All right, we got a question here. I don't see the name. It just says Facebook user. Smokey, what do you think about treatment? A treatment program that was art-based, including art therapy, but also just learning different art forms of expression so that people can live with a new way to express their emotions.
Yeah, people yeah. I'll tell you what, right now, like graffiti and stuff, and the art itself has kept me out of a lot of trouble, man. Before I really got deep into it, I was in trouble all the time. You know what I mean? I got out of jail for 16 years now, I think. And that's thanks to that, right? And it keeps you straight too. Clean, I should say.
Like when you're stressed out, painting is like is an outlet.
Trey's been clean for 17 years or
No.
7 years. Sorry.
No, I almost had 7 years in a relapse. I got 7
For
months.
1 day or something. Okay, whatever.
But I
7
think
years with 1 day down.
I think what Smokey's trying to say is like for most graph artists, whenever you talk to any graph artist, they all say the same thing. Like the one thing that they're unified on is that painting pieces has kept them out of more serious trouble.
And nice clean
For
food
sure.
myself. Yeah,
So
he does. He does
yeah, I
actually.
mean
Yeah.
advocacy through street art and stuff. I think Smokey's going to do some.
I'll
Smokey,
tell you what.
you were part of the. What was the thing that you did that helped the kids, the diversion program?
Oh, the one used to be called what was it called again?
With Girl 23.
Yeah, what was it called again?
Bridges?
No.
Or
What was it called again, man? I can't remember.
Oh,
Food was in it and everything. We'll get back to that one. But yeah.
Smokey's going to do it again. I was just
Yeah,
talking to someone about it, and they wanted him to be a mentor for youth.
Yeah, it was called Giving Back or something like that, and it was like some program. If you get caught
And,
doing graffiti, then you instead of getting charged for it, you do a certain amount of hours, like with me, and that, and painting stuff and that, and then once you finish those hours, then the charge was erased, and you can continue on with your life without having a criminal charge, right?
Mhm.
Because let's see now, okay, but then now, remember like earlier in the year when us two and Sarah went up against city council, who was trying to make that if you got caught doing graffiti, you got $500 fine and you instantly went to prison. Remember?
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. So we went up against them, and that we had the power to say no, we're not taking that. Like you're not. That's not gonna happen. I have to tell you. So they're like, okay, well, they're like, what do you want then, you guys? And I'm like, well, we said anything but incarceration, right? And they said okay, and then they said, well, then do some community service. Once it's completed, then the charge is abolished, right? Isn't that how it went?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we got, that's the decision that we got. Because actually Chinatown was really pissed And they're gonna change it into a fucking hate crime at some point. Remember?
Yeah. I just want to put it out there that anyone that's listening to this, that Smokey and myself helped get the first Vancouver's first legal graffiti wall at 133 West Pender. There will be a graph jam there. Smokey's going to be a judge. It's on August 5th and 6th, and that wall was actually approved by the previous city council under Kennedy Stewart's mayor campaign, and so the graffiti wall is up for review in October. So anyone out there that's listening to this, if you like street art and you want to see it continue, if you're willing to and you've ever spoken at city council before, I encourage everyone just putting it out there right now that if you have time in October, I'll make sure that I announce it on social media that it's up for review. If you have time and you're willing to call into city council and say, street art is good, we need to continue this, we need to continue more legal graffiti walls, we're going to need all the support that we can get coming up. So just putting that out there now.
I'm telling you, if you all call
Where can they find it? Like, what's better, Instagram or Facebook, whatever like that?
If you call in and get enough people, I'll do table dance.
Facebook.
You heard it from Smokey.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah, I'm trying to plug a link to the graffiti jam.
Graph jam?
Yeah.
I can send it to you.
Also, folks are asking about how to send Smokey some funds to help with art supplies.
Yeah, for I guess contact Asher, eh?
Yeah, you can contact me. I can get them to him.
We do still have a GoFundMe open that we started for the production of this.
Yeah, send them to the Smokey GoFundMe.
And that money goes to me, and I give all that money to Smokey. Basically, all that money helped during the production.
I can confirm everything Nathaniel does goes to helping this guy. He's a good person.
So which in the end it helps us all.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you for posting that. Yeah, and also one thing I've been
posting all this, you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, keep the questions coming. We're having a good time. I wanted to let people know that this link is available for 72 hours.
Yeah.
So if you feel inclined, you can tell your friend just go and share it, and people can watch it for the next 72 hours. And we've got some more screenings coming up. We're going to be in Heart of the City Festival. We're doing a screening at 312 Main, the Astoria once.
And we've got a radio show also on Mondays at 8 o'clock on 100.5. Eh?
Yeah, right here at Co-op Radio, 100.5 every Monday.
Yeah,
8 to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Smokey D on the radio himself. You can tune in, or you can tune in live at coopradio.org. Listen live option.
It's really dope though. We play the best in rap music and punk rock and whatever else you like. Yeah. So
the only place you can get Smokey's top 5 picks of the week. This guy, he knows all the underground music. He's like Nardwar.
It's a really good show.
And it's usually using it.
I never get to listen to it anymore because it's right when my kid's going down, and I was like, I never get to listen to it.
It's good
It
though.
sucks. It's a great show. Sometimes I call it.
There's people that listen to it like religiously and stuff. Man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Great.
We've got a couple questions. Do you have any art for sale?
Not right now.
You don't have anything on the go, but if someone says I want something and you let them let you know what it is that they're looking for, you can they'll put something together.
If you wish if you tell me what you'd like, maybe I give me an idea what you'd like.
Victoria.
Okay. Is that where she lives?
Yeah, they're in Victoria.
Okay. Just tell me a bit about.
When's the last time you were in Vic?
Oh, years ago, I went with Dave Little Versions there.
Oh, cool, man. We got a shout out for Alan Sayers here, a great, wonderful Eastside artist.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace.
Oh man.
Christopher Richardson.
Alan.
Yeah, Alan was a real one for sure.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
Wow, I love him.
Don't use alone.
Goes in the alley, stays in the alley. Remember?
Yeah.
Alan was
great-
choice,
great
man. I
singer.
love him.
Yeah, Alan.
It really caught me off guard, man. I really
Alan.
love him, man.
Super sad. Super sad. Another
It's a real-
victim of the drug war,
Real fucking
unfortunately.
drag, man. I really like that guy, man.
He was more than that to a lot of people down
Yeah, he
here.
was big time, man.
He's not just another statistic.
No, man. He always had a smile on his face. He was always really happy to see me. You know what I mean? Us, you know. Me and him, man. It was a real sad day when he passed away, man. It really was.
Big up, Dayglow. Yeah. Sarah's talking about, I think it's an important message for people, our medical system, to realize how many people are undiagnosed with mental health issues, not getting the help that they cope with by using drugs. Yeah, it's a tough world and a tough system to navigate.
Love Dayglows? Yeah, I do. Is it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dayglows are awesome, man. Good friends of ours. He used to roll with them. So yeah, hey, Ghostman, yeah, I put that on my radio show. Yeah, yeah, Ghostman's we were awesome. We saw him live together.
Oh, really?
Sarah Streets, yeah.
Where was
Sarah
that
Streets and I went and saw him live up the street at Fortune Sound Club.
Oh,
It
cool.
was really cool, man. One of the coolest concerts I've ever seen.
Smokey, maybe tell them what some of your favorite music is right now.
Suicide Boys and Ghostman and Shakewell and Ramirez and
Shakewell, Ramirez, Ghostman, Suicide Boys.
That Jewish guy.
Yeah, Smokey's into the newest guys, BLP Kosher.
Yeah,
He's a
dope,
Jewish
man.
rapper.
Yeah,
He's dope.
he's rad as shit.
Yeah, check him out.
I like Denzel Curry.
Denzel
Like,
Curry,
nice.
Puya.
Yeah, Booyah, he's there, yeah. Ton, it's hard to
There's a
keep
lot.
up. man.
Smokey, he's got a really incredible encyclopedia in his mind.
Yeah, rhymes is up
And
pretty good.
he knows a lot of the lyrics too. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And there is a Smokey Spotify playlist. I made one for the in-person the screening that we had. So I should share that because it is the Smokey playlist
Yeah.
that we can share. Happy to do that.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Well, is that about it? Well, CFP group, what do we do?
So I got a question.
All we really had on there was yeah, we will do that, but all we really had was Yellow Wolf and
Yeah. The movie itself was a lot of uncopyrighted music that I just I just dug around for and I used a couple of copyrighted songs there, but I basically just went this whole thing was pretty guerrilla style.
yeah.
So I got a question
Yeah.
for Smokey. I want to ask Smokey. Smokey, where do you see the Downtown Eastside in the next 20 years? Where do you see our community going?
Gone. I see it gone, and I see it all hipsters with us pushed right out, and they'll take over all this property. Everything here will be gone, and we'll be all spread out everywhere else. This will be like, remember back in the day when people used to actually hang out on that street?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like that. The thing of drug abuse and all that stuff will be gone.
You think so, eh?
I know, so.
Yeah.
They're already trying to pull it off as we speak. They bought up all the people that don't live down here and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They bought up all the properties around it.
Mm-hmm.
And they slowly, like every block, every other year, they're squishing us more and more out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're seeing it right now with the VPD, like Smokey was mentioning earlier, is the VPD are constantly watching the Downtown Eastside street market. There's cops out there stopping people from doing sidewalk sales on like minor $5 items. Just people trying to survive. It's like
trying to get by.
it's just a war
on poor.
The war on the poor people. It's and it's basically just like, I don't know.
These big goons in uniforms,
Like
they're just crushing people.
Four cops on a 150-foot section of sidewalk
Also,
from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, chasing away people from doing sidewalk sales. It's just
they're just trying to get by and eat food and get by and everything, and they're just punching them out of there, beating the shit out of them.
It's not okay,
It's
man.
not a joke, man. I'm not making it up or exaggerating the fact. They're just like heavying people. They're a bunch of like macho fucking like monkeys.
They're
Man, they're
goons,
goons, and they
yeah.
just like to beat on people. They don't like poor people, so they beat on them their whole life, and they just don't like us, and they just it's not right. And, and one other fact is that they're not even owned by Canada. The Vancouver Police are owned by Seattle Security Company.
I didn't know that.
That's true. They're not even owned by Canada. Any independent police force like US or whatever is all owned independently, not by Canada. Like RCMP Canada, right? But Vancouver Police and stuff, no. That's why you see big goons walking around everywhere now. You saw that guy shot in the head on the ground over there?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Pathetic, man.
I got another question for Smokey. Smokey, you've been painting for a long time. What's your a couple weeks? What's your most memorable graph story? Like if you were painting an alley and you saw something crazy that happened, or something happened to you directly, or like what's the craziest story you have about like painting?
Well, I remember one time when I was painting our wall there, one down the street, right? And I had no idea there was anyone behind me, and I was painting this picture, and I turned around, and I said, oops, and bumped right into Superman and Ed.
Okay, Superman's the cop. He's one of the Downtown Eastside narco officers here. So Smokey was painting the wall, and he walked backwards to look at it, and walked into the cop.
I turned around and looked, and there was about 40 people there, all the cameras and that. You know, like, that's wicked. And I was trying to taking pictures, and they're like, yeah. So I stood up in front of it. All these people, they took photos of me. It was really wild, man. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
I was like, that's cool, man. They're kind of wild, you know? That's when it started getting big, you know?
Yeah.
Like, whoa, man, crazy. It was like old people, young people, like old rocker guys, like grandmas, bingo hall ladies, you know?
That's the thing about Smokey down here is like he's like, you know, if you look at him, he's just a guy. But if you paint over his stuff, people don't understand that there's like an army of street people that will chase you away if you start touching his art. He's just such a hero in the neighborhood. And I've seen it before. This one guy from Compton came up here and just started blasting over a Smokey D piece, and was chased away by 6 different street people.
Got piped out by a chick. Smashed his.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
yeah, whatever. Smashed him out and then smashed his fucking.
It's not a good idea to go with
She was pretty crazy. She had a bit upset about it, you know. No one's perfect. But yeah, and then he tried to charge you.
Someone asked about clothing lines. Donald Gobro.
We wanted to do that for a long time, but just everyday things.
maybe we should say
this
that.
is-
Oh, that's not
fun.
really.
This is fun.
That's an old one.
Yeah, but it's cool, man. Like I love this shirt. I've got a bunch of, we've got a bunch of. There are Smokey shirts that exist out there, but a lot of them get sold. Don't actually.
Pirated, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We should give a notification of that if you look up Smokey D merchandise online, and you'll see that there's 2 pieces being sold by Surf to Surf. The Surf to Surf shop. That guy has never given a cent to Smokey for any of the shirts that he sold, and he's probably paid his mortgage with those t-shirts. So if there's anyone out there that wants to do some legal advocacy for Smokey and send him a cease and desist order, he could use it for sure.
Or just someone hook us up with some screen printing gear so that we can just get the t-shirts at cost, and we can slang those for Smokey. That'd be really cool. Like just even with the tag, like I don't know if you can see on the back there.
Yeah.
Right there, like even just that on there, I think would be super cool.
Yeah.
But there's lots of ideas. I was thinking making DVDs of this of the documentary that he can sell.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And as I said to Sarah Streets, man, I love you, man, very much. I always wondered where you were.
Hey guys, it's 6:40. I gotta get out of here.
Oh, we gotta go.
Or 5:40.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey guys, it's 5:40. I gotta go.
Love ya.
Thanks for coming. Make sure you share this and spread the word.
Yeah, thanks
And,
for tuning in and everything. We love you guys.
We're
man.
honoring a real Eastside OG, man.
Thank you
You know
very
what I
much,
mean?
man.
Like we're just trying to keep
I hope
the
you guys
Eastside
enjoyed
alive.
it, man. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Bye, everybody.